Today I learned pay attention to where you sit when you're doing a video in nature, because sometimes you might sit on an anthill. Hey everybody, I want to share with you the one thing that has helped me excel at certain places in my life, and I have completely failed in others not following this, specifically around weight loss right now. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You sitting in your chair have the power to help impact others, to help them hear this message so they can find in themselves the motivation and the love and support to change their lives for better. I will have a pro tip at the end of the video to help you improve your weight loss journey. So the one thing that has absolutely just changed the way I see things and do things is integrity. And to talk about it, we really have to kind of understand integrity. And integrity is being whole and complete, nothing needing to be added, nothing needing to be taken away. It is just complete. When we lack integrity, a fantastic example would be like a tree in a storm. They get broken and beaten and split in these storms. They lack integrity, so they fall, they fail. And the first step of having integrity is doing what you need to do when you need to do it. This is talking about the paperwork, the laundry, the dishes sitting on the sink, that project that you have been avoiding but that needs to be done. Anything that you know that needs to be done, you look at it and you just have like this anxious, unsettled feeling, that is something that you need to be doing. Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules to Life, he talks about in Rule 1, winners win, losers lose, and on a much deeper level, it's chemical, it's hormonal. When we do things and we succeed, we have what is called dopamine released in our body. And dopamine is our motivation molecule, or at least that's what I would call it. When we do things, we feel proud of ourselves, we feel accomplished. It makes us want to do more and more and more, and so we succeed more and more and more. But when we do things and we fail, we don't get that dopamine. We don't get that desire to do more. So think about things that you've done, that when you've done them, you felt just so proud of yourself. And then when you don't do something, how down you feel on yourself, because I 100% feel that way. If I have a day that I just sit on my butt and do nothing, I feel just like blah. I don't feel great about myself. But the days that I do stuff and get things accomplished, I feel like freaking Superwoman. Being your word is being honest. You say you're gonna do something, you do it. You don't tell people things that aren't true when you know they're not true. We don't lie to ourselves, saying that we're gonna lose 5 pounds in a week and then we go and eat 3 days of fast food. That is not being your word, and that is lacking integrity to yourself and to others. The next important thing is honoring your word. When you tell somebody you're gonna do something, life happens, it is chaotic. Plans do not stand up to reality. But the minute you know something's changed, being in communication. And this isn't just with them, it's also with yourself. If you have expectations you set, or anything along those lines, goals that are either not feasible or possible anymore, you communicate with your internal self to reset those expectations so you don't get to the end of the road and you're disappointed. This completely prevents disappointment from happening. And here's something fundamental to understand. When we are not our word, our stress skyrockets. The tasks that you aren't doing, lying to people, lying to yourself, these are all just things we have to keep track of. It releases some not great hormones into our body, and it actually slows our weight progress down. Now, honoring your word and being your word sound very similar, but being your word is about order. Honoring your word is about dealing with the chaos that happens in life. In this, for weight loss, specifically so important, is being in communication with yourself about changes. We have to be able to look internally and be honest about what we did, why we did it, and then move forward. If we have expectations we set and they're unrealistic, then we need to instantly revamp them. That way, when we get to where we meet these expectations or don't, we're not disappointed. It doesn't send us in this terrible downward spiral because we had these expectations and we failed. Calling back to when I would plan to lose 5 pounds in a week and then I'd eat bad 3 of the 7 days, and then I'm all mad at myself that I haven't lost 5 pounds. But if I was honoring my word and having integrity, I wouldn't have even gotten there. I would have reassessed and reevaluated and adjusted what I thought was gonna happen, so then I wouldn't have these upset expectations. So we've talked about integrity, we've talked about the things that are underneath it, that being your word, honoring your word. This is where you start, the small things. Do the small things that set you up for success. Here's the pro tip. Setting yourself up for success so you get that dopamine that motivates you to want to do more things. And the more things you do, the more you win. And winners win. These things can look like doing the dishes, doing laundry, dealing with that paper that's been sitting on your desk for 3 months. You know, that widget that you need to put up in the cabinet that you've walked past 50 times. These small things impact so much that you'll not even realize the changes until months later, that you went from not being able to do anything to walking your dog every day. The one thing that I really want to highlight is the honesty aspect of this with yourself. If you go somewhere and you are out for a while and then you end up eating something you shouldn't have, fast food, look back at what you did. Be honest with yourself. Did you set yourself up for success? Or did you just let that little voice in the back of your head say, no, it'll be fine? Those are the moments that you will grow, and this will just completely change your weight loss and your health journey. As always, thank you guys so much for your love and support. I appreciate you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I always love reading your guys' comments. I will talk to you soon. Bye.
It's right here. It's just like flopping around.
It's fixed. You're laughing. I don't think it's fixed. It's fine. I have been battling the geese today to do this video for you. Bruh, why did I choose the brightest time of day to decide to do this video? Wildlife. Whatever. People have gotten used to my hair being crazy. Are you recording me? Nope. I got hair sticking out, don't I? Always.
You do now.
What do you mean I do now? The wind's blowing.
Stop